Yeah. Oh shit. Well. Welcome to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. I am your host, Mr. Manuel, or just call me Manny. It's easier to call me Manny. Everybody can say that. Manny. Manny. Hey, Manny. What's going on? Well, this is Griftcast, and we're about to be doing some grifting. Oh, yes. We're here to do some grifting. I found some news on the internet today that I figured I could use to line my pockets with that sweet cheddar. So obviously here I am with you, ready and willing. But first,
otherwise I'm gonna have to head down there and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am fucking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you.
Whoa. So yeah, Eliza Bleu situation seems to be coming to a head a little bit, just a tiny bit, just like a tiny bit. There seems to be a tiny bit of head on that situation, and Weezer guts to talk about it. Oh yes, and oh wait, I clicked the wrong button, so I gotta throw it out there because we did have some interaction from people. Mr. Richie Mealy subscribed to the channel while we were all away, and we just have to come out and say shout out to that person that shouted whenever the fuck was happening. That's actually pretty crazy, man. That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah. That is actually kind of funny, bro. And honestly, I'm trying to get some stuff set up. I have to go do a job, so obviously this is going to be the longest stream today. So we got to get our grifting in good. So you guys need to start sending the super chats now. Get them sent in now. Get them sent in fast so we can get on to the story. And as always, we got to do our grift, big time grift or whatever. So if you want to click on our links and stuff, you can go to our link tree. Pretty easy to get to it. All you got to do is go to linktree.com or go to the Linktree link right there. But even better now, I've actually done something very, very, very good, I think. If you just go to http ss whatever the fuck griftcast.com, you should actually be able to just jump right into the thing because I did a thing. So if you go to the web browser and you type in griftcast.com, it'll automatically bring you to the link tree. So that's just that many less letters that you have to type in order to come to me and give me money, which is pretty nice. You can also use it to follow our links and stuff and then get to the sponsor of the show. That's right. The sponsor of this show is Coffee Brand Coffee. They be selling all the best coffees, teas, cocos, and oh my God, they even got grinders and shit. Not the kind of grinder that you use for your weed, the kind of grinder that you use for coffee, but you can buy it all there today. And if you use our super fancy schmancy promo code, oh yeah, and it's linked right on there on that link tree, but I can also go drop it into the link. I can go drop the link for you guys there, and that link will give you 5% off. And then if you use our code Griftcast, all lowercase, in the promo code field, you can also save a little bit of extra money. That's right, you can save a bit of extra money while still making sure that you hook me up with money, because obviously I like money, as well as you could definitely go check out our Stream Element store, so you could definitely go buy some sweet merch. I got some merch on the way for myself. I'm very excited about it. Beanies and shirts so that we can make this Griftcast an amazing one, because how can you sell merch if you don't got it? Well, I'm going to have it, and we going to be grifted off of it. We going to have Griftcast hat, Griftcast beanie, Griftcast hoodie, Griftcast shirts. It's going to be a wild, wild ride, and we're definitely looking to get you some of that extraneous full color stuff. But right now, we're pretty black and white about what we do. That's why we pretty much only have two colors for you, because we like money. And obviously, the next bit of merch that's going to be coming out is definitely going to be that mean green. You know what I mean? Mean green, mean jean. That's right. That's right. So I feel like it's always a pleasure to have you guys here with us. So make sure you go buy our shit and click our links because we like money. We like money. We like money. Yes. And make sure you check out Jeremy from Coffee Brand Coffee. Yeah. It's so great. It's a great situation. It's a wonderful situation. We're here. We're doing all this good stuff. But before we go anywhere else, we got to start doing the chat shout outs because obviously the show is all about them shout outs. All right. It's all about them shout outs. Who just joined as Griftcast? Oh, wait. I think that might be Gene. Oh, yeah. That is Gene, I think. Might be Gene. I don't know. All I see is an OBS screen. All I see is the OBS screen. So before anything else, I definitely want to make sure that I pointed out to you guys that this show is always halfway about talking about the people that be showing up for this shit. So number one, what's up to Mr. JR Riggs? Always nice to see your eyeballs in there first before anyone else. We have CV. She's obviously our illustrious moderator, late producer, and lady that works for free and gives me a place to live. Thank you very much to the lady that gives me a place to live. You are always the MVP. And we have Aritic Fusion. Greetings, Mr. Griftcast. Greetings to you, my friend. Nice to see you. How's it going to Paige Blanchard? I bet it's another short stream. Yeah, it's probably going to be another short stream because I got to go do a job. And oh, look at that. He got himself all set up. He even brought himself in.
Hey.
Gene. How you doing, Mean Gene? Can I call you
good?
Gene? Wait a minute. Whoa. What is going on right now?
What up?
What the hell are you wearing? Is that a robe or is that a denim?
I haven't put on the tracksuit yet. I'm in the bathrobe.
Okay. Whew. I was like, is that a robe or a denim jacket? I can't see with these glasses on.
Oh, hey, good reminder. Yeah, I got to put mine on. Oh, there we go. That's better.
There you go. Now we're definitely like the Blues Brothers in some kind of way, but I'm probably on a mission from God and you're on a mission from, well, I don't know, somebody. Cthulhu. I mean, that's a god, right? That's God. So,
yeah, I guess.
Whatever one you want. Some of them are worse than others, though. Watch out. Watch out. So we've been in the chat shouting out some of the people like this person right here, Nathan Guadalupe, that says the Eliza Blue Brift, a Jack Murphy sequel. And we also had
Grifting happening. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, we got to, start calling all these people in the chat out first so that they get, connection with us and then they actually want to open up their wallets. We're just getting them one step closer to taking the credit card out and sending us some of that sweet, sweet cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's right. Cat and Song. Oh, who's this person? I don't think I've seen this name before. Celia Smith. No, I have seen that name. Look into who gave her the award. It's all connected to the Clintons. Look up Laura Silsby and the Clinton taking children in Haiti. Oh, yeah, I've definitely heard that conspiracy theory before, for sure. What do you think about that one? Nothing? Let's just keep going. We got Barry Merritt. Tim Pool has been cucked by the evil Blue. Oh, man. And then we got our boy Russell Dufresne. Grift on, bitches. Damn right, I'm going to grift on like a little bitch. Give me money. I need it. Thank you.
So what's the latest on Tim? I guess let's finish this up, but then I'm curious.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. We gotta shout out
I wasn't really doing too much with catching up on videos yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, I figured you were probably working, so that's why you were gone. I figured that you had to do some tracksuit business, whatever that means.
That's right. Yeah, tracksuit business.
Tracksuit business. Whenever you're working, you're wearing a tracksuit.
Problem I need to take care of for somebody.
Business. So he had to go take care of the problem, but he's back now.
It's taken care of.
But who knows how long? It's finished. So what's up, P-Dog? And then obviously we got to shout out Christina because she definitely sends us lots and lots of money. Definitely one of the top griftees out there. And we got this Intel blind person or seeing blind number 2, Griftpool greater than Timpool. Yeah, that's right. Griftpool is definitely greater than Timpool because we are shameless. Like if I'm wrong and you guys can sit here call me out, I'll let you call me out all day. I'll even take money for it or whatever, and I will read every single call out until I know
money to be called out wrong. That's great. I love it.
Yeah. Like, why not, dude? Like, if you start sending me super chats that are saying you're fucking wrong about it, I will read every single one, display it like 3 times, and make sure that you realize that I saw your shit. So you could talk shit. You could storm troll box all day, or you can send the money and then get your troll displayed, in 4K. Well, technically 1080p upscaled to 4K on your TV or whatever, but it is what it is. So I guess we should probably get into this
phone.
news. Oh, your phone, but it's probably hard to see it on your phone in some certain.
Okay, go ahead.
instance.
Let's see what we got here.
So Jeremy from the Quartering posted this right here. Wait, holy shit. And it's just Tim Pool not following. You're following. You are blocked from following Timcast and
well, that
viewing
was inevitable
Timcast
at some point.
But that's just like pretty recent. That's just like a few hours ago, dog.
I
guess it was inevitable, but why? Why did he do? Like, what's this guy
Jeremy has a
supposed to
big
do with
mouth,
me?
dude, and he goes, like you can get right up to the line, and it's really funny.
Yeah, he goes past that.
Jeremy's gone past that line several times. Just that I've watched. I mean, there's plenty of stuff he puts out I don't watch, but from the stuff I watched, if I was Tim, I would have probably banned them like 6 months ago.
You would have banned him 6 months ago? What?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, totally. Dude,
Why?
you do not remember his drunk rant where he was calling Tim Pool out and just calling him out a little bitch.
Well, he is a little bitch, a little bit.
Well, he's a little bitch with $10 million. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill bitch, $10 million. But how much longer is that going to last if he keeps this grift up?
Oh, it'll last way longer than Jeremy will. Here's the thing. You have to pick one, right? You can pick money, or you can pick being like super offensive and speaking your whatever you want to say. Tim,
and I like money.
Tim very openly said that they know where the line is for YouTube and all the other media, and they want to get as much of the message out as they can without crossing the line. And if you want to cross the line, you can tune into their behind the paywall stuff. Now, if you want to watch that, then they're a lot more critical. And holy shit, does Luke swear? Oh my God. Every other word out of Luke's mouth is like, fuck this, fuck that, which he doesn't do on Timcast.
Luke does it. Of course he doesn't do that on Timcast, but he does he doesn't even do it on his own show or whatever. The nose is always like been that way though for a very, very long time. And he's definitely got all kinds of views that he doesn't even express when he's on that show. Yeah. For sure. But, I guess I'm with that Star Wars girl, and I think that he might be burning it down a little bit because Jeremy is crazy. He does go out and say some pretty nutty stuff or whatever. I could agree with you on that in certain aspects, but like this thing has been, Jeremy's bucket. And when Tim Pool struck back at Jeremy and then deleted his tweets, he basically made it very certain that, or fairly certain to everyone that, like he wasn't going to be identifying this as something that he's going to do. So I don't know. I feel like this meme right here might actually be putting us together in the right place because it's kind of crazy to think that these guys were supposed to be on shows together here in the recent past. And now, like, that shit's never going to happen again. They're going to be in a completely different situation in a completely different area.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's been uninvited permanently at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty safe to say.
And it has nothing to do with Eliza. It has to do with Jeremy. It has to do with Eliza issue.
But what do you mean? It's not. It's not. The Eliza issue created this situation because Jeremy's out there.
You're absolutely right. But at some point, it's not Eliza anymore. It's how two people that are both going for the grift end up interacting towards each other.
Like so we have the grift off.
Jeremy, it's a grift off. Exactly, it's a grift off. I like that. Jeremy was very solidly on the side of Crowder. And then it came out that Jeremy's company actually does Crowder's website. And that Jeremy actually knew about Crowder's plans when he was leaving.
Well, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a super chat, bro.
Oh, we got to stop talking for the super chat, man. Holy shit. Dude, that's not a super chat. That's a mega chat.
That is a mega chat. That's like the biggest one we've seen yet, dude. Brian.
I think that's you gotta create a little all-time top alert something or other.
Yeah, we gotta get an all-time top chat right now for the Griftcast event because that's $50 right there. We like
that is 50. We stopped talking about everybody for $50.
Exactly. And then thank you for subscribing, Magigo Nikki, Mad Dog Nikki, Magog Nikki, whatever your name is. But yeah, we're gonna replay that super chat right there. And it just says, been a fan a long time. Jesus is Lord, and I totally agree with that. He is, one
Perfect.
of my lords, but I have no
Great.
problems talking to any of the other lords out there and
Other
asking them
lords?
for a favor every
Yeah, you'll
now and
take
then.
money from anyone.
Yeah, I'll take money from anyone. I'll work for anyone. I'm kind of like an equal opportunity grifter, and I love it when people drop big fat chats. That's the
awesome.
way that we like to start the Griftcast right there, with the straight $50 draw coming right from your bank account into my bank account, so I can pay my rent and do all the things that to do. We're not like Tim Pool, guys. Like, when you guys throw money at us, we're definitely going to show everybody that you did it, and we're going to appreciate the hell out of you, and we're going to be shameless about it. Okay, we're not going to tell you that we don't care about your money. No, we'll sit there and read every single one of them. If the show's just going to be us reading super chats the entire time,
I mean,
you know what?
That's the dream.
I spend time doing worse things. Okay, I spend time doing.
The show is
things.
literally reading super chats. We have one.
Yeah, we have one. Seriously, like, our Twin Pool has already won his grift, right? Like, even Jeremy could probably almost sit there on live stream and read super chats. They don't come in quite the same way that, like, in a Brittany Venti stream where it's like a steady flow.
Jeremy's not about the super chats, man. First of all,
no, he doesn't even read half of them.
He doesn't read them most of the time. He reads them very occasionally. What Jeremy's about is maximizing advertising. Like, he is super focused on creating so much content every day, and all of it has multiple ads for multiple products. So, I mean, honestly, Jeremy's doing what the Daily Wire is doing.
Whoa. We just got another $50 super chat. Can you believe this shit?
Holy
already,
shit, man.
Not
I don't
even
believe
into the
this
show. 5 or 6 minutes. Stay the night.
Let me ask you, what happens when I come in? What happens when I come online? Huh? People love to give money.
People love to give money when the guy with the beard shows up.
They don't necessarily like me.
They just want to give money. Come on. They just want to give money when they see you, because they're like, he needs like 3 pizzas. So Theta and I, thank you. Always never forget to hedge your bets. And right now we're hedging all of our bets. We're taking all of that. We're gonna go put it on black. Right? Is it black? Or should we put it on black? Or should we do, like, the spread where we put it on a third of the board in the middle?
Well, I think that's a creative decision. So let's take that up.
We'll take that up later.
Point.
But you know what? That's another.
Yeah, this is amazing. I'm.
This is the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It is. This is awesome. I mean, I've been on the other side of this a few times, but I've never been on this side of it. That's awesome.
Yeah, see, isn't it good to see the other side of things? Like, when I went to Coachella one time, I was a patron, and the next year I was like, man, it'd be really cool to see the other side. And guess what? I did exactly that. And literally, it was great being there watching, but it was even better being there on the other side of things. And right now, it's feeling pretty good to be on the other side of things for a change. So,
did you see how many listeners we have right now? Or listeners? How many viewers we have?
There's a lot of viewers. It says
I think it's like 285 or something, right?
What the heck?
286 now.
Higher than that? What the heck is going on?
It's pushing 200, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. It's to push 200, which is really, really, really nuts thinking about this. Like, this to me seems pretty clearly over the situation, but like, Jeremy Sure was over the line when he did his drunk live stream about Tim Pool. Like, I wish we actually had some linkage of that shit. Wait a minute. We probably could find something about that on YouTube real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, I think we probably could.
Channel.
Hey, let me just pop this up real quick and address it. So much as $49.99 isn't 50. Fair enough. That is a true statement. That's not 50. It's close.
Yeah.
We'll give 50. And absolutely, YouTube takes a very substantial cut of that 50. We'll have like $5 after the end of this. But hey, they take a cut of all donations. So a $50 donation or $49.99 donation leaves a lot more in our pockets than a $5 donation. So yes, YouTube is definitely making money every time we're making money. No two ways about that.
Yeah,
so if you want to donate directly, there are ways to do it directly without cutting in YouTube. You could do it through PayPal. You could do it through Cash App. You want to pop those up? I don't know where they are.
Oh, you don't know where they are? Here we go. Bam.
There
Cash
we go.
App.
That's where they are.
So yeah, you can go there, and then we got our Cash App, which is Grift tag right there. Griftcast. If you want to send us money directly, you can send it through the Cash App. You can also click on our link to, and remember, you could just type in griftcast.com into the web browser, and it'll bring you right straight to our link tree.
Because I set up.
Redirect up.
That's awesome.
I got that
Awesome.
set up because I wanted to maximize the ability for y'all to send us money straight to our pockets. You could also hit the link tree to get us into PayPal, but if you want to go into the actual, direct thing, you can hit us in the PayPal by just going to paypal.me/Defango. Sorry, we didn't get the Griftcast tag on that one, but you know what? It's in the works. It's in the works. And then
I
if
think
you
you
look
can request them to change it. I've done that before.
yeah, that's what it's in the works.
Okay. Yeah.
It's in the works. I mean, if we're gonna be grifting, we might as well grift hard or grift home, So
Well,
you know what I'm
might as well
saying?
grift
But
for
it's
memberships
much
too. Then.
easier now to just type in griftcast.com. But Linktree
Oh yeah,
also
this
there.
needs to
It's
be
gonna take
updated, right?
Yeah, well, that's the member join link. Like
Yeah.
you can't shorten it though. It doesn't seem to work when you do that. Wait, let's try it actually. Hold on.
Okay.
YouTube.com, delete this, and then we'll type in Griftcast, and then we'll say /join. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yes,
We
it
can
does.
actually
Totally.
work into it now.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, so we gotta update
hide
that.
We'll update that, edit that real quick. But yeah, if you want to become a member, you can become a member on YouTube. All you got to
Perfect.
do is youtube.com /Griftcast/join. And you can come right into us and you can become a member of the Griftopolis, the Griftopia, and help us become just as rich as Tim Pool one day.
Griftmasters.
Only
That's
we're
what
gonna be super transparent about it. Like ultra transparent. Also, buy our merch. Anyways,
yeah, the merch is great. The quality of I can attest to this because I've got some of them. The beanie's great. The sweatshirt's great. I haven't tried the hat. I didn't buy the hat, but the product quality itself, regardless of the logo, is actually pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nathan wants to jump in, dude. Nathan from Lift the Veil wants to jump in. He wants to talk about this too. I'm sending him the link right now. It's always the same. I'm gonna be like, it's always the same one.
Yeah, but people don't bookmark that shit.
I know, but he could just scroll up like 3 posts and click it. But that's fine. We'll wait for his ass to try to jump into here. Ooh, I'm gonna have to make my window bigger. There we go. Okay, I fixed it.
We'll have more grifting too. People are worried about not enough grifting.
Not enough grifting, dude. David Bucky wants more grifting. How are we going to get more grifting in here? We just grifted pretty hard.
See.
We already got a couple super chats, but if you want us to grift harder, please send super chats.
We can. We can grift harder. You should make it worthwhile for us to grift harder.
Dude, we're grifting so hard that Lift the Veil wants to come on and talk about some shit. That's when we're 100% grifting hard. But news stories aside, look at this shit. UT was 100% Tim blocking me. He blocked me on Facebook Messenger 2 days ago after asking me an important question that I can't respond to. It's whatever. I think I know why. I'll do a quick video. Oh,
of course he will, because he's the grift king himself.
He is the
everything the quartering does is about the grift.
Exactly. This is why we promote his coffee and everything else, because
for now I've got a couple other feelers out for coffee as well.
Oh, I know. But don't say that right now. But now, if you're looking to buy coffee,
I'm trying to tease. I'm teasing. Right now, the currently best coffee you can get is Coffee Brand Coffee.
Is it? Yeah,
we got stuff right here. Coffee Brand Coffee, right there.
We have it right there. So don't even act like we don't have.
This is literally the package I'm going to ship out to you. If you buy it, I'm going to ship it. Right, this package. I'm going to try it a little bit first, just to make sure it's totally safe and everything and legit. But then I'm going to send it out to you.
Okay, good, because I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
So I'll be the personal coffee tester for everybody. I'll make sure that the coffee you get is going to be good.
Us first. All the coffee comes to us first.
Right. Well, it's the grifting way to do it.
Exactly. We also got a new subscriber,
Griftcast.
AB. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining. We hope you get the courage to give us some money and enjoy the grift while it's here, because as soon as you take that credit card out, let me tell you, you're just gonna feel real good.
Let me ask you, are you paying attention to what's happening also on our non-YouTube channels? Because the stream's going out everywhere in the ether right now.
No, that's good. I mean, well, there's been a lot of big people in here, but look at this, dude. We actually got a mother sucker coming in here. Look who it is. My friend, Nathan from Lift the Veil. Hello, Nathan. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Defango, what's up?
Oh, not much, man. We've just been discussing and grifting. Well, I mean, a lot of grifting, very
A lot of
very little
grifting.
talking about what's happening with Jeremy from the quartering getting blocked, about Tim
Mhm.
Pool. I figured this was a perfect opportunity for me to go live and then just collect some super chats. So far, gone excellent. How are you doing?
Congratulations. I saw the epic grift happening. I couldn't stay away from it. The grift was so
Nice.
Yeah,
good.
it was good. Like, you like how I'm doing things now, just being super transparent about the grip, begging for money, basically just everything that I've learned over the last couple of years from the top grifters. And then I'm just coalescing it into a stream of goodness for everyone because,
Excellent.
when you're being great, when you're being like me about it, it's going to be good. And this is completely opposite of anything that I've done before, right? So it's a complete change. This is definitely different as shit. And this is what we
You'll
call it Griftcast.
you'll learn. I've learned from grifting because I've been grifting for a while. You've been following me also, right? So
Mhm.
you have to grift hard. And then I've learned that people give more when you abuse them. That if you abuse them, then they'll really donate. So that's the thing. When just if the donations don't come in, then start really like giving them a hard time about it, and then they'll start
Did
giving
you
you
see that
donations.
message?
Yeah, dude. Keaton Smith says the YouTube algorithm had us on the front page. What? Come
Yeah,
on.
because the grift is real, baby. The grift is real.
They must
Get the
really
hell
like
outta
it when
here.
we do the grift because we're making money for YouTube too. It's
We're
like
making money for YouTube just as much as we are for ourselves. Absolutely right.
exactly. We're putting the dollars into our pockets, so please take out your credit cards.
Mhm.
Consider hitting the join button, and you know what? You'll feel a lot better after you do. And obviously, we get great guests. Like, I mean, Nathan from the Lift the Veil is a person that is no person that has been away from controversy. So, like, I always like to get his thoughts on these things, irregardless of if we've had beef in the past or not. Because if you've noticed with me, the internet beef really doesn't matter that much because ultimately, like you like to have some nice friends in some nice places, right? Some
Yeah.
people use the drama for views and clicks, so do we, but in the future, we're probably just going to plan all of it just to get the maximum amount
Well,
of
all
money.
I'm saying is this is the biggest gift that Tim could have given the quartering.
You think so? Right here,
Oh,
this
yeah.
right here, him
Oh,
getting
fuck yeah.
blocked. What do you
Yeah.
think, Ethan?
I tweeted about it. I was like, it's a self-immolation of Timcast. Like, I don't understand the direction Timcast is going exactly right now. So yeah, I'm thinking, like, I see obviously people are tuning in for this. I was thinking about
Oh
doing a
my
Twitter
God.
Spaces. I think if you
Holy cow.
started,
Look at this.
what did you get, another $50
We got
super
another
chat?
$50. Yep.
Another $50
Oh,
super
God.
chat right there. That is
Wow.
just
Now, this is what I'm
insane.
talking
What
about. The
is
grift is
happening? This
strong
is the grip.
today.
Wow, that's
This is
crazy.
The
how you
grift is
grip
strong.
right here.
I need to get some of
I
that
mean,
going my way.
Mhm.
dude, seriously, I mean, that's why I wanted to bring you on. I'm an equal opportunity grifter, Nathan. I'm saying, like, we'll bring you up. That link I sent you is the same link. So anytime you want to pop
Okay.
up, join the group, promote your shit, you got something to sell, you want to like hawk your fucking wares or whatever, your clothing store, because you still do that, right? Truth
Yeah,
Clothing.
still have Truth Clothing. Yep. So we still have that, and then I take donations through Buy Me a Coffee because they don't take the percentage that YouTube does. But it might be smarter to take it from YouTube because then YouTube might promote you more in the algorithm. So
I
now
think you should
you've
take
got
it every way you can.
yes,
No,
Take
you
it
take it
sideways, take
every
it
way you
upside
can. Let's do
down.
it.
I've gone
both
through so many different
triples,
payment providers
whatever,
and
whatever way they're willing, you should take.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
So
insane, dude.
it's
This
all
is
good.
insane.
It's all good. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, there are so many different ways people could have donated over time to my show. It's ridiculous. So, but
Bitcoin, although I need to throw some like links up for that or whatever, because we got to
Yeah.
take some Bitcoin. Eliza Blue's get Bitcoin. Why don't I get me some Bitcoin? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit,
yeah, I
even
don't
Nathan
share.
got a crypto shop right here. Look at that.
Yeah, that's our
Bitcoin.
see, yeah,
Okay.
I have a bunch of crypto stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
was a
good. I dropped the
crypto.
link to his show or your website in the chat so people can go check that out, link it to it. And I'll put a
Mhm.
link to it on our link tree so people can find it on there just so that you can get some link back because you got some pretty cool shirts, man. And
Thanks.
honestly, I'm kind of like if I felt like you were doing the shirt thing, and then out of nowhere, Luke decided that he was gonna open up a shirt company when he got when he started going on to Timcast, and Like, I was like, damn, dude, is this dude biting on his grift? That's messed up.
A
But it was
lot
a
of
good idea.
you know what, when you're demonetized, like, because I was in a situation, I don't know why now I can take super chats on my channel, but there was a time I couldn't take anything, so I had to do something else. So we did the t-shirts, and the t-shirts are cool, but the best grift, like, I've been following grifts, and the best grifts are grifts that are like subscriptions. So you either get people to subscribe for nothing or for something, like you give them extra content or whatever, and then but they pay monthly, or you get them on something that they have to consume and replenish monthly, like coffee or vitamins. So Alex Jones did it with vitamins. So it's a perfect, vitamins are a great scam because you get people that want they have to keep ordering them over and over and over again.
No, hold on.
T-shirts,
They're not a scam if they work.
no,
They
they're
are
not
a
a
grift,
scam.
though.
They're
I'm
good for
sorry.
you.
They
That's why you
got to
get
use the right language here. It's
I
a
use
grift, it's not a
scam and
scam.
business interchangeably. It's all everything is some. Yes, it's a grift. It's an excellent way to do business. But yeah, the t-shirts, especially our t-shirts, are so nice and they last for so long that people don't need to replenish them as often. So I need to have a product that I need to have less high quality t-shirts so that they wear out faster, so that people have to reorder them again and again. And the
Well,
grift can
maybe you
continue
don't need to
advance.
have less high quality t-shirts. Maybe keep the t-shirt
Yeah.
quality the same so you maximize the revenue.
Yeah,
but
we
make
get lots of
shit
repeat
so
business.
it like so it falls apart, right? Oh, after like a year or two, so they gotta buy another one. Because
Yeah,
that seems
exactly.
like what all of the streamer clothes happen. Like even stuff that I've bought, like I bought a picture of Joe Biden on my shirt like this, and then over about a year, it disintegrated into like you can barely tell it's Joe Biden anymore, but it still says "not my president" on it. But I mean, like I get the idea. I get grift, man. I get the grift. This is good. I like that we're finally up here, being honest and upfront about what we're actually here to do, because we're here to make money, folks. That's what this shit's all about. And if we're not doing it, then why even go live? I mean, the only difference between us and the other people is that if the super chat comes in, we stop everything and we focus
we
on
break
that.
for super chats, man. We break for
I mean,
super
if
chats.
it was super chats just coming in the whole time, we would just be doing nothing but super chats. Like we would try to get to the news, but then it would just be like, oh, sorry, we got to talk to these people right here. Because that's the way that you keep a repeat customer. We got to treat these people right. Our griftees are number one in our book. Number one.
Well, yeah. Okay. Look, frankly, people are coming into the Griftcast to watch the grift. The news you can get on all kinds of TV channels and YouTube channels and everything else. But the grift, that's a little more hard to find. The good grift, at least.
And an upfront grift that's transparent, I guess you're just never going to find that anywhere. You'll never find that anywhere. And there's no way that Temple would ever even think about bringing his ball sack up to our level of grifting. And if he did, he'd make a lot more money, I think.
And I have to tell you,
a lot more money.
I have to tell your audience that if they haven't seen Defango dancing, that they want to see Defango dance. And I hear that Defango dances for $100. Minimum.
Yeah, I will dance
I
for
heard
$100 minimum.
He does some pretty sweet moves too. So
if you want some show on that, there's actually here's a clip from me dancing a long time ago.
So like, what? No QAnon? No.
Yeah, see, I think you just killed their $100 donation.
Didn't Hoax Wars? Is this a Hoax Wars video or what?
Just dancing around the whole thing.
No, this is Fried Oregon.
He just dancing. You're just dancing around the whole thing, dude.
Oh, you just did it for free.
Dancing.
Well, I'm giving him a little taste.
Dude, you gotta learn how to build the anticipation, not just give it to him. Come on, man.
This is just a little taste. It's a little taste.
Hey, $100. $100 just came in.
$100 right there, dog. That's $100.
Seriously.
Whoop. There we go.
Interesting.
So now keep going.
Go get it. Go get it. Defango.
It's like he keeps dancing around the dude. He's all like, QAnon's real, bro. QAnon's real, but I'm not going to confirm any of the things that I said about it.
You're getting 2 for 1 here. You got 2 Defangos dancing.
If I wanted to get it sound right, all I have to do is go to your channel. So what the fuck?
Oh, I gotta hit that thing again.
Seriously.
Thanks
What's
for
the
that
Jordan
$100.
Saber dance?
Yeah.
See, we have
hell
this
yeah.
all set up for the world. See, I used to have all that shit that you were talking about. You see, top donors and the link things and all that other. We can still set that up.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging what we got right now, man. I think don't rock the boat. But what we do need to do is make sure that there's some automation built in. So if you're off picking up your dog or something and $100 comes in, that it kicks it off without waiting for somebody to push a button.
Well, nobody has to push a button, actually. It kicks it off automatically. You just have to push a button to replay it. Normally, it only plays it once.
We need some sounds coming in when that happens, too.
There are sounds that come in when that happens.
I didn't hear anything. Was there sounds? I didn't hear them. Okay.
Yeah, there's sounds that pop out with that.
Chat, did you hear sounds? Did you all hear sounds when that popped up when the $100 donation came in? Did you all hear sounds playing? You might only one who didn't hear them.
Yeah, we got alerts. I mean, they should be able to hear it from my sound.
Well, that's why I'm asking them. Nope, they didn't hear anything. All right, you got to fix that.
They don't have sounds? What?
No, I'm telling you, dude, I didn't hear a sound.
Let me repeat it, run it more time, but I'm going to put it at full volume. You don't hear that?
That's like somewhat quiet at full volume. You probably had it way too quiet.
Dude, that's like so loud in my ears, I can't even hear you talk.
Okay, well, that barely was audible to me, so.
No sound.
Yeah. Chat's agreeing with me, man.
Well, I don't know how to fix that shit.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it by next time, guys. Sorry about that.
It's everything's literally set to monitor and output, so we should be. It should be picking up from our direct source over here, and I have it set to the same default source that we're using to like send some stuff out. So maybe we'll fix that. But like I hear the sound popping in my ears, so it's on my desktop, right? So it should be going out to the stream as well.
Yeah.
Monitor.
Yeah.
output.
Well, we need something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I mean, I hear that. That's what I hear when I'm here. I hear the monitor and the output on both of them. So that's how I know that they're coming in the first. Because they come in automatically.
Huh.
So, like, you know, I've always heard the sounds, and I've always thought that the sounds are going.
Well, you don't have. Okay, that's
when I
that's
play
great,
this video,
but you're not the one donating
right?
the $100. So let's make sure the people donating hear
Hey, wait a minute. Do you hear this video?
Like super quiet, like about a quarter of your volume.
Sound there.
No, that's there. It's nice and loud. Yeah.
Okay, so like the actual
something was screwed up. Okay.
Is being controlled by OBS. So hold on.
Yeah.
We gotta fix this, dude.
We
gotta fix this, dude. This is about money.
This
is my money. All right, let's see. Now I'm gonna set it to that output. Now I'm gonna replay that $100 alert again because that's $100.
Now he's gonna blow our eardrums. Here we go.
Did it work?
I mean, yeah, it did work.
I can't make it any louder.
Huh. Okay. Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Your mom will work on it.
We'll make sure that it gets fixed.
Okay, yeah, we'll work on it. You know, CSS,
we want to make sure that people donating the money when we're getting the grift down, that they get something
like
going.
A third of the fucking thing.
They got to be able to hear themselves, you know, donating. That's the key thing. Oh, that's right.
Wait, dude, we
just got another donation coming in.
$5 for super chat, dude. I'd give you more, but I don't want to be accused of trafficking you. That was from Summer K.
Too late. $5. That's your
one.
You're getting trafficked now.
Oh, we should start a new podcast. We should just be trafficking victim podcast.
There's a lot of those already, I think.
You want to start a trafficking victim podcast?
Yeah, we could say we're victims, right? Or
I guess
something, right? Or
we could say that we're getting gang stalked.
Yeah, we could say we're getting gang stalked. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
we could do that.
Support group. I was thinking about you, Defango. You know how people call you a gang stalker?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Like, I'd say more that you're an expert.
But I don't have a gang.
I'd say more like you're an expert on online influence campaigns. Like you're an insider on
What do you mean
online
an
influence
insider?
campaigns because you worked on one before, because you worked on Shadowbox and stuff, so you know what it's really like.
And Shadowbox didn't do anything of that nature. Like that was just an idea that Thomas Schoenberger had, was like putting around. But like the company itself, we never did anything other than go to a meeting with one guy, and then I helped another guy make some videos. That was it. Like that was
Right.
basically all we did. I made some videos for one guy, and for the other guy I fixed his website so that his online calculators had different a look to them. So like I changed the CSS. That's the only real work that Shadowbox did. But if you're talking about online influence campaigns, I mean, yeah, that's what Schoenberger and his crew were saying that he could do, but there was literally zero evidence that he was even capable of doing any of the things that he was saying. Although he was talking about reputation management, because that's what the firm was supposed to be. So Tim Pool has been talking about reputation management. He seems to think that there's a reputation management firm after him in some kind of way, which seems a little bit weird because there isn't it. There might be one, but they're definitely not going to be super chatting and like in his chat talking with thousands of accounts. No, those are just regular subscribers. Those are just regular.
But
I was going to say,
I will say that is one of the things that a good firm will do for you, is you set up a budget and then you look at different ways to get that person to be positively portrayed in the news. Part of that is absolutely going to be spent in super chats.
Mm-hmm. Well, the question is, isn't it a great grift when the people that disagree with you send you the most super chats?
It's an awesome grift. Absolutely.
I mean, how amazing is that? I was how do you get that to happen? It's like people who hate you and who hate everything you're saying are giving you the most money because they want you to read their super chat. So they'll give you $100. It's crazy.
Well, and I think hate might be pushing it a little bit too far, but definitely people that disagree with what you're saying and want to bring the truth to you, they're willing to part with money. The episode that Crowder was on, that was just me doing some quick math while I'm watching the episode. That was over 25,000 in super chats.
Man,
for an hour and a half, about 90-minute time frame.
What a great job. It makes you think you're like, oh, I am in the right business, but then you're like, but
am I in the right business?
I know. That's the thing.
Well, you're on a better track now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the best track.
I'm telling you the stuff that when the best moment to me of Crowder being on was when Crowder asked Tim about, well, you had a conversation with Daily Wire. What kind of offer did they give you? And had a smug impression on his face. And then Tim looks very serious, comes back, oh, I had a pretty good offer. And actually, my offer was better than yours.
Really?
Man, the look on Crowder's face when Tim said that was priceless.
Did Crowder really think that he was going to get more money than Tim?
Of course he did. Crowder thinks he's the next. He thinks the only guy bigger than him is Joe Rogan. Like Crowder literally thinks he's the biggest thing this side of Joe Rogan.
Holy shit! We just got a new member, boys. We just got a new member.
Nice.
Remember the good chance. Dante Jones decided to take that monthly hit and become a monthly member, dude. That is what we like right there.
You know what we like to see are those repeat members.
Somebody says the new quartering video just dropped, by the way. People are requesting.
Oh, I thought wasn't that the one you just pulled up? Or is there a newer one than that?
That was something that somebody was putting in the chat. That was apparently one of those bomb or one of the balloons that was up there. They just shot it down.
Yep, they shot the balloon
Quartering's video. Here we go. Well, we need to go watch Epic Grift Daddy. Thank you to Dante Jones.
Yeah. Address something that I guess I just found out. Normally, I talk to Tim via Facebook Messenger, and then like a day or two ago, that he was offline. I was like, oh, maybe he's just taking some time off or whatever. Didn't even really think about it. Then I opened my Twitter this morning, and I had been blocked by Tim Pool. And of course, that came as a shock to me, but maybe not really that shocking.
Exactly.
I want to address what I think it really is, and perhaps what maybe's all led to it, and maybe hopefully it's just a miscommunication. And I'd call him if I had his phone number. I do not have his phone number. I'd email him.
Doesn't
If I
have
had
his phone
email.
number.
I do not have his email.
Doesn't have his
I don't
email.
really have any other way to get a hold of him.
Isn't it Tim at
other
Timcast
than
IRL?
Facebook messages, which is all we've ever used. So, and I can't DM him because he didn't follow me. And then I was like, wait,
pause it for a second.
Blocked me. So
all right. So he doesn't have Tim's phone number, email. He was on Timcast. He got emails on logistics for where to meet, who to talk to, who's going to pick him up in the car, all that shit. This is bullshit that he has nothing. So obviously it wasn't Tim that was sending him these, here, stay at this hotel info, but he has a way to communicate with Timcast directly without using Twitter or Facebook. So this is pure grift. Now, I'm not saying Jeremy is lying. I'm just saying Jeremy's grifting hard. Go ahead.
Oh, he's grifting hard and getting put up.
Oh, yeah. So, well, he is king grifter.
I think that this is
that is so funny. So we got to think about doing this. We got to think how we're going to apply this kind of methodology to maximize the grift on our own show.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get blocked by Temple.
I don't think that's a problem. I think you're an expert at getting blocked by people.
There are a lot of things that
guaranteed 15 minutes, maybe. I think I'd only need to tweet maybe one or two things at him.
Probably
could have led up to this. And I'm not mad at Tim,
but I don't want to be blocked by him.
This video is not like go unsubscribe from Tim. I just want to address, because
this video is not go unsubscribe from Tim.
Block me or something. It might be good.
Why did you say that? You should have just said that.
This is different because
because now Tim's going to grift off that.
I share a huge audience, and I don't want you all to feel like you have to choose. I think you should watch whomever you wish.
Yeah.
And it's important. The most important thing in all of this, to me, in this video,
he's got that coffee brand coffee shit up there.
The people that watch us both, don't feel like I'm asking you to choose. I would never want that. And the people that watch me exclusively, I would suspect that we have more than a 50% crossover. So, I don't really want to turn this into a war or anything like that. I think I know why he did it. But it's kind of a winding road to get there. So there's a lot of speculation. And the top real kind of
why'd he do it?
Which I think,
why did he do it though?
Okay, let's give our opinion. So I'll tell you why I think he did it. It's for the grift, obviously, but I think ultimately, the reason that Tim did it right now is because Tim has stated multiple times that drama will happen. I don't want to be a part of the actual drama. I can report on drama. I don't want to be in the drama. I think this is also the same reason that he minimized talking about the Jack Murphy thing. Obviously, he knew what was going on. He saw the same shit we all saw, but he didn't want to talk about it. But I don't think he didn't want to talk about it because he got his feelings hurt. I think Tim has on the record said multiple times that he doesn't want to be the story. And if the story's about him, let other people do the talking. It's not going to be him talking about his own drama. It's other people are going to talk about it. So that's the nicest way that I can phrase what Tim did. But also, I think part of it is just like Jeremy was loving the drama, and he was loving the messages being posted and then deleted. And then, because I watched the video where Jeremy totally said, oh, yeah, I was supposed to be on there. We talked about it a month ago. And I just kind of blew him off. I didn't get back to him, so they booked somebody else. It is my fault. And then, when that was repeated by Tim, all of a sudden it was like, well, hold on. I think they're saying that I did this because of the Eliza, and I didn't. Well, okay, now you're just trying to read shit into what they're saying to get more drama going. Which, again, it's fine because Jeremy's the king grifter. But Tim just, I think, wanted to extract himself from being part of that whole conversation. And the easiest way to do that is just to not talk. I've blocked people before. I've blocked people and I've kept them blocked for years. Like, I don't need to. And they talk to, like, there's a guy that I blocked a while ago that talks to my co-host on one of my podcasts all the time. And it's just like, I literally live in his head rent-free for years. He still listens to the show. He still he like has feedback every time. But I don't know about it because he's blocked. I don't see any of his shit, and he can't see my shit directly. He has to use an alt account to go look at my stuff. So I think that's hilarious.
So what I think is interesting is that the quartering, I'm pretty sure I just heard him in the video. The reason I asked the question, so what did he do, is the quartering I thought just said, I know what I did, or I might know what I did, which is different than what he's saying on Twitter, where he says, seriously, I have no idea. So,
okay.
It's kind of, so that's what I was wondering, like, does he know what he did, or is he, like, which story is true? But I don't know.
We'll listen to him. I want to hear what Defango's got to say for why he thinks this happened.
I think this happened because the quarter did something like offline. Maybe there's some beef there with Cassandra Fairbanks. Like, that's what I'm thinking, because it did Cassandra block him is the question, right? Like, if he got blocked by Cassandra, then there's probably something even bigger going on behind the scenes that we didn't see, because obviously she's the one that's going to be sending the booking emails and things of that nature. So I think there's got to be something going on with Jeremy's crew, or quote unquote Jeremy's followers, that are basically the same followers that Timcast are now, hitting Cassandra up, and she's getting inundated with all this to the point where she's had to delete her entire tweet history at least twice. So it's strange, dude. And she's gonna probably do it again if it's gonna come forward.
Cassandra's got to go. I mean, there's no two ways about that. She can't have the title she has. She's extremely unprofessional, fully undeserving of the title, and she is a liability to Timcast. And I don't say that for a grift. This is literally what it is.
Saying that for a grift.
Well, you could say it for a grift, but I'm just saying Cassandra is way off base in this stuff. She can either be the little Twitch girl with a whole bunch of unsubstantiated opinions, or she could be the head of the journalism department. You can't be both. You can't be the editor-in-chief and then act like a little whiny bitch on Twitch. And I would call a guy a little whiny bitch just as much as a woman here. So it has nothing to do with her sex. It has to do with the way she's acting.
Okay. What is that in the background that I hear?
Yeah.
Is it in my, sorry, I'll mute myself.
Yeah, it's you.
I think
he's taking a leak. He's just pissing underneath the table.
Foam,
No, my wife's just in the kitchen. That's all. You can just hear it from here.
Okay.
First, let's talk about
It was more fun if you were taking the leak, man.
Okay. Yes, I've been critical of Tim for not covering it, but I have also, in multiple occasions, both on podcasts and live streams and stuff like that, said, and if Tim didn't think it was clear before, allow me to say it now. I do not blame Tim Pool for having somebody on his show. I did a whole podcast with Sydney Watson about it. I think that you can do a base level
Sydney
of research,
Watson.
but if you have guests every night, it's not like you're going to dig all the way into their past.
Queen Grift.
And to be honest,
the queen,
even if she was a liar or a grifter,
she's one of my favorites.
No one really cared until she started.
Everybody take a drink. He said the word grift.
Advantage of Twitter systems to ban.
Dude, they're going to get wasted.
And also then YouTube. Again, that's the issue here, and I want everyone to remember that.
Somebody watch this show to get
Eliza
drunk.
Bleu
Every time he said
another
grifter,
grifter,
be dead.
Toss her in the pile.
Not us. Every time Jeremy says grift.
Okay. However, what I'm concerned about, and what you're about to find a little bit more about on Monday or Tuesday,
the
tortious interference that happened between multiple people paying for Twitter Blue, and
yeah, he's right about that.
Apparent favoritism or systems that were taken advantage of inside of Twitter to quickly silence criticism, and then the backpedaling that the vice president of trust and safety issued to seemingly reinvent the rules. Oh, Tim Pool's trending. Congratulations, Tim. So that's what I'm most
trending.
Is that a bit of jealousy from Jeremy?
Oh, God. He doesn't define drama the same way you or I might,
though.
But he doesn't talk about
he trends like every other day.
Often. And, we know that after Jack Murphy was able to, build an $80,000 a month roughly business out of his viewership, and he didn't say much about it. He certainly wasn't going to say anything about Eliza, who didn't really do any of those.
Okay, pause it for a sec.
I think somebody that...
God, you want to interrupt him again?
Yes, I am, because he's king King
King
Grifter. So
Griftopoulos.
he gets to be. Well, I'm just deconstructing the methods so we can utilize them. So if you look at overlay the timeline of Jeremy's growth in his channel from about 700,000 followers till where he's at right now, which is about 1.5 million, you can see a direct correlation when he appeared on Timcast. And he's absolutely right. Half his audience is Timcast audience. It's the same people. It's people that he was exposed to when he went on Timcast, and they like him. And I'd seen Jeremy before he was on Timcast, but most of the videos that I'd seen of him were not political. They were videos having to do with pop culture stuff. You know, as a movie comes out and he's critiquing the movie, some game comes out and he's talking about the game, or cartoons on TV or something. It wasn't until after Timcast that Jeremy took a sharp turn into the political side, leveraging that audience that started watching him after Timcast, and really turned the grift up to 11. And, you know, God bless him. I mean, he did it great.
Yeah, he usually he did the slingshot method, or it's like, you know, in that movie Shake and Bake, you know, what is it, Talladega Nights, where he basically drafted off of Tim right up into the big amount of subscribers he had. There was no question that was actually a thing. But holy shit, another $50 super chat. Are you kidding me?
Holy cow. Yeah, sorry, we got to interrupt the previous one.
Stop the tape. Sorry, stop the tape. Data Naya is coming in saying, wait, did Nathan trade a cat for a wife? Who knew? P.S. His shirts do last longer. Data Naya says that. That was pretty much seeming like
thanks, guys.
You, Nathan. Thank you.
Good job on the
thanks for that.
Participatory donations.
I'm glad.
Did you trade your wife in for a cat, or a cat in for a wife?
I think I've brought in 150 so far in super chats for this Griftcast, hoping to we got Defango to dance, and it's true our shirts do last longer. Go to truthclothing.io.
What were you saying?
I was just grifting. I was grifting. Sorry. I was just making sure people knew where to get those t-shirts at truthclothing.io.
Yeah, truthclothing.io. Do you have that browser up?
There's Tim. Oh no, I
don't.
Plug it.
That's all right. You don't need to plug it again. It's no big deal. People know where
we'll plug it. We like plugging stuff.
Right.
So our motto is
exactly what we do.
10 minutes of grift every 15 minutes.
10 minutes of grift for every 15 minutes. That's impressive.
Not for every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes.
Right, right. So yeah, 5 minutes of good, solid content between grifting. Yeah, that's good.
But we're hoping that in the future there's enough donations coming in that we can shrink that segment down a little more.
Yeah, eventually you don't even have to do a show. You could just read super chats.
Yeah, I mean that would be the goal. That's the goal, man.
Yeah,
just get paid money to get up here and read shit.
Yeah.
That seems to be 100% what we want to do. It. Somebody's echoing.
The URL in that store is what?
Someone's echoing. It's truthclothing.io. Here, I'll go ahead and post it. .io. Sorry. Bunchy, you're in the way to keep
Truthclothing.io. Perfect. All right. There you go, guys. You know where to get those shirts.
They have
promo code listening to Jeremy?
Right? There's a promo code for Griftcast, right? Right? Griftcast promo code?
No, but I can we can work on that.
Yeah. We'll get that figured out.
We have marketing campaigns. If you could sell enough t-shirts, then we can we have campaigns, but we have to watch your channel for a while.
Yeah, I got to make sure that we're not grifting too hard and crazy.
Get your shirts right there. All right, let's go back to Jeremy.
Yeah, back to King Grifto 9000.
Oh, I can make okay. My wife is telling me, okay.
What'd your wife say? What'd you say?
To make a special special code for this Griftcast. We're going to make a special code for this Griftcast, so that's going to be coming, okay?
Nice. Okay.
Perfect.
We're on it.
Money from their viewers.
See if you could just make a Griftcast.
You have to probably address. If it's just you had a bad guest, whatever. It's whatever, you know? I know Tim will watch this video. Hi, Tim. You know, I'm not
smug bastard.
You know, I'm not always the most
the grifting
articulate when it comes to things, and so maybe he was offended by some jokes I made or something like that. But again, let me be very clear. I don't blame Tim for quote unquote platforming a guest
Yeah, I
who
need a
was
wife.
probably there in good faith. It's so okay, so I've been clear about that. Now, the unending barrage of fans in his chat has certainly gotten to him. He made some sort of off the cuff mark last night that people sent to me. He's angry about getting spammed about Eliza Bleu. I 100% understand that. It's been relentless for weeks. But where I think Tim is misplacing blame here is he must think that I've told them to do that. I've told you to do that, which of course I've never done.
It sounds
And
like
I
Trump
think
now.
he also underestimates just how many viewers we share. People that watch certain content on my channel, also watch him. And so they know about the situation. They want him to talk about it. Now, I can't speak for if those people said horrible things about him. His chat moves so fast because his show is so popular. I can't even keep up and read what's going on. But what I will say is, if all those super chats, probably $10,000-$15,000 in super chats over the last week of people asking to talk about the story, if they really bothered you that much,
$15,000.
then maybe you should refund that money. I just think, and this is coming from a premium grifter. Okay,
Premium.
Take a drink.
Drink.
Call himself premium grifter.
Please stop super chatting.
Replay that. Go back 30 seconds.
Hold on a second. What did he told the grifter to do what? To give back the money?
Yeah. That's
Never, bro. You don't give back the money. Once it's in your bank account, unless the government's taking it, it's mine.
That's not the way it works.
You want him to talk about it. I can't speak for if those people
Jeremy,
said horrible things about him. His chat moves so fast because his show is so popular. I can't even keep up and read what's going on. But what I will say is, if all those super chats, probably $10,000-$15,000 in super chats over the last week of people asking to talk about the story, if they really bothered you that much, then maybe you should refund that money. I just think, and this is coming from a premium grifter, okay, or at least make an announcement, like, please stop super chatting about a story that I'm not going to talk about, and stop taking people's money for it. That's
wow. Can we make clips?
I'm
making a clip.
Comfortable.
At least live. This is how the grift is made right here in real time.
I can't even keep up and read what's going on. Chat popular. I can't even keep up and read what's going on. But what I will say is, if all those super chats, probably
that's going to come back and bite Jeremy so hard in the ass.
Last week of people asking to talk about the story, they really, a criticism that might make you uncomfortable.
Jeremy, no.
But I think it's just it's not a good look when you're making thousands a night of people asking to talk about a story and you don't.
Not a good look, man.
It's funny for a night or two.
Says the guy who doesn't really read
I even
super
told
chats.
my viewers, please stop
who doesn't read a super
chatting
chat
money to ask him to talk about this.
So
oh my
at no
god,
point have I told people to barrage your chat. In fact, I told people to stop super chatting you about it.
Hold up. Pause it. So now he's just admitted to telling his fans to not super chat to Tim.
Yeah.
So he's literally costing Tim money at this point.
That's double negatives right there.
I mean, you can't say that I don't tell people what to do, but I've told them not to super chat you. I mean, Jeremy, what's going on here?
Hey, I just want
to. There's enough wealth to be spread around.
I totally agree 100%. I just wanted to say Theta Nye in the chat says I am guilty of refunding $25 at one point. I don't remember that. It never happened. We never refund money. Once the grift happens, it's permanent. It's permanent. Exactly. There are no refunds. And if you get hate super chats, then you keep hate super chats.
Yeah, keep them because that's what they're for. They're paying to hate you, and you know what?
Absolutely.
Some of those are the best paying grip people out there. We love the people that pay us when they hate us.
Yeah, Like I have no idea how
Absolutely.
many of the awesome blaze orange ponchos were bought by haters. Like I don't know how many that was. Could have been hundreds of them were bought by haters. But I'm not refunding them.
No way, dude. That's
No
my
way.
money now. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You keep it. So I mean, Jeremy's making two bads here. He's saying, like pay him back the money. Number one, that's against the grifter code. And then telling other people to not spend their money places, that's also against the grifter code. Because
Yeah, I
you're
don't know what
supposed
he's
to be
thinking.
sharing the wealth. Like this is not good right here. Not good.
No.
Not good at all.
Yep.
Listen, viewers and stuff, let me be abundantly clear here. And my viewers, please do not do this. It's been 2 weeks. He's not going to talk about it. And even if he does talk about it now, are you going to be satisfied? Probably not. Because it took 2 weeks of badgering and tens of thousands of dollars in super chats to even bother. Okay. So, Tim, I'm sure you're mad that your chat has been unruly. But again, I didn't tell them to do that. I would not have endorsed that. I did not at any point say to do that. So, I'm sorry, but these are your viewers, bro. Pretty sure you have to be subscribed to chat, maybe. So these are your viewers. So I don't know. A lot of times my viewers want me to cover things that maybe I don't want to cover. I don't think is a big deal. But, if they're begging me or busting my chops for days and days, I'm probably going to do it. Maybe I'm just less resolved than you. So again, to recap.
Let's hear his recap, and then we'll talk.
Don't blame Tim for having her on. I don't condone people harassing him to cover a story that he clearly doesn't want to cover. I certainly don't condone giving the guy your money to demand he cover it. What you really need to do is, if you're on the fence.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Hold on. What is it? Hold on. What is it? If you're on the fence.
If you're on the fence, get onto the
Buy my
grifting.
coffee.
Right there, dude. That was a good segue right there. Oh,
that's perfect.
God.
No, that is exactly what we would expect from him, and that's a good segue to talk about the ultimate survival life poncho that you can buy right now on Amazon for just $11.69 for another week and a half. Now, remember, guys, I'm losing money on every sale of these things. So this is your opportunity to make me poor. So mistakes were made. Mistakes were made when these were manufactured. So not mistakes in quality, mistakes on my part in spending too much money. So get them now before the price goes up. And I mean, you ordered one, right, Defango?
Yeah, I ordered 7.
Well, perfect. Because, everybody needs a few. And this is a 3-pack. This is not like $11 for one poncho. This is
dude, we just got a subscriber
for a 3-pack.
DJ Max.
People like having grift. That's what they like. Awesome. Thank you.
I love it. Did we hear what he's? We're still okay. We're
in the middle of the ad and in the middle of his ad.
Right. So he was about to go to it. So then we break to commercial. Okay, I think I'm about to launch our special 20% off.
Perfect. So you want to interrupt my ad with your ad? Is what you
saying? No, not interrupt.
That would be exactly what you should do if you have it ready.
The code has. I have to implement the code. We'll call the code Griftcast. Okay, no, it's not ready yet. It's not ready.
Okay,
sorry.
All right,
sorry. That's all right. Buy the ponchos.
Anyway,
I know what it's like ordering too much stuff and having to sell it for less than it's worth.
Oh no. Let me tell you what I did, dude. I got air freight by mistake.
Oh really?
From China.
Really?
I got air freight from China for 2,000 units.
Wow, crazy.
So you can imagine how much I paid for that shit.
Oh man. It is crazy. Yeah, I have a whole. I have T-shirts and stuff that we have all our Bitcoin T-shirts that nobody wants to buy Bitcoin stuff right now. So I know what it's like.
Yeah, they really hate
all right.
Well, yes, Miss People. I just see back.
Let's go back to Jeremy's ad. I'm done with this ad.
Oh, I just skipped through it. I'm not even gonna play it.
Oh, come on. Let's play
what
it.
was he gonna say? He said if you're on the fence, then
and then he's got his coffee.
What is he gonna say? Buy coffee.
Yeah, it was like here.
Yeah, but let's there you go.
Let's go back to
There you go.
the lead in.
Is if you're on the fence, this is something that I've done.
Oh shit! Whoa! We got a super chat. Hold the phone.
Nice.
Super chat incoming. $2.99 from the Shuggy
chats.
Show. We break it for super chats. It says from the Shuggy Show, and they're just saying happy Saturday. Well, yes, happy Saturday to you, and thank you for your money, Shuggy Show. Even if it's $2, it doesn't matter. It all spends the same in the Lord's eyes. That's right. So thank you very much to the Shuggy Show for sending in that $1.99 super chat with the lovely little message. We appreciate you. Oh yes, we do. Oh yes, we do. And now back to somebody else doing their grift.
But I knew he was never going to buy coffee from me. War to sell coffee. What you really need to do is, if you're on the fence, this is going to the next topic here. Coffee Brand Coffee is my coffee company. A lot of people thought that this is like some sort of fake war to sell coffee. It absolutely isn't. I want to talk about people, Tim using my coffee. A lot of people are saying, isn't he using your coffee beans? Isn't your coffee? He is not. He used my pricing to negotiate other pricing with a different company, which I fully endorse doing, but I knew he was never going to buy coffee from me. Why would he do that? Why would he buy coffee from me when he could buy direct from the source? But, he has said multiple times that he's going to buy coffee from me and then everything's cool. 100%. I don't care. And also to be
seems
very
to care
clear,
a little bit.
Sure cares a lot.
I've been nothing but supportive
seems
about
pained right
him
now.
starting a coffee company. I gave him
Beanie Bean coffee, I think is going to be excellent.
I talked to him about how to do it, where to buy it, how to ship it, how to do fulfillment. Never
Beanie
once was
Bean.
not supportive of him
Beanie
starting a
Bean.
coffee company, and I hope it's wildly successful. It's harder than most people think, but certainly I'm not the first, content creator to start a coffee company. I personally think my coffee is the best, and I am not concerned based on where I see he's buying his beans that he's going to be able to compete with me. But I don't care. There's a million coffee companies.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Like the center right world. And to show him there's no hard feelings, I've created promo code BESTIES.
Besties.
10% off.
Censor that. It's promo code Griftcast. Promo code Griftcast is what he meant.
I hope that today you'll try mine. I've got, a huge selection of unflavored and flavored coffee that's roasted on demand. We got brand new hazelnut churro, our bestseller Blue Albert, our cold brew bags, our Roaster's Choice program. There's something for everything, for everyone. And I would absolutely love if you try this out. If you don't like coffee, we've got a dozen organic teas.
Now we're going to be breaking off of Jeremy's grift to get into Nathan's grift.
Yeah, let's interrupt that grift with Truth Clothing grift.
Yeah, we're going to go to Truth Clothing IO. It's just been announced that Nathan right here, this guy, Let the Veil, has finally established a promotional code for you to use over on there. But even before that, we got to go to this freaking member, dude. Oh my God. Say what? Just became a member.
Say what?
Say what?
Say
Thank
what?
you for member. And you know what? You popped in right at the good time. Say what? Because we got another grip for you. truthclothing.io. I just dropped the link into the chat for a discount code under Griftcast, or you can use the promo code Griftcast to save 20% off of any purchase on the store, and it's good till Monday. So make sure you guys get on over there, buy some shirts, because you definitely need some great made clothing from a creator that definitely just wants to grift you from the money because you're watching Griftcast. Well, Nathan, it's your clothing company. Can you tell us anything more about the promo code?
Yes, I can tell you that for this show, for the first time, we're offering 20% off everything, even our t-shirts that are partnered with other creators who also get 20% when we sell their stuff. But we're taking the hit for you guys, and you can get all kinds of different shirts on there, some of which are made in America. Those are the ones that are generally a little more expensive because they cost more, but they're nice. And then we have lots of stuff on there. It's never all 20% off, so you can get it off your whole order. Hit the link or just type in Griftcast at checkout. You'll get 20% off. And it's all like really nice stuff that lasts a long time. It's not like what other grifters sell as far as clothes. We order it, we stock it. It's printed. It's not digitally printed. So the print, this shirt is like 5 years old, 6 years old that I'm wearing right now. It's kind of in rough shape.
Wow.
We don't even make it anymore. So they last a long time.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Well, we also got another subscriber while he was in the mid
We
grift.
did.
Thank you for that, but for whatever reason, it's not showing up on my list right now. What the fuck? Okay. That was weird. Well, thanks a lot, American Devil, for subscribing. I wish I could replay it, but it's not showing on my list. Why is it not showing on my list? The world may never know, actually. Well, at least I don't know. Back to the truthcolor.io grift.
And you're keeping an eye out on the other ones, right? On Twitch and on Rumble. See if anything's coming on there.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely keeping an eye on both of those. They seem like there's some people actually chatting over there on the Rumble.
Oh, nice.
And they're saying Tim Paul blocked him and stuff. We got 24 people watching over on Rumble. Got another what it says
so we
right
got
now.
well over 200
86.
people. Yeah, well over 200 all of a sudden then.
So that means that the
Very
grift
good.
is going good. So make sure that one of y'all guys gets on there and buys some shirts from this good man. And, who knows, maybe in the future we'll partner with Nathan to do all of our shirts. The world may never know. They may never know. Well,
the world will never be the same. The Griftcast is changing the internet forever.
Yes, that's right.
We're the most honest podcast on the internet. The most honest live stream currently running right now.
Yeah, like there's nobody that's going to be more honest about their grift than us. And then we're going to be straight up about it. We don't give a shit if you hate us. Just pay us money. That's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, when people throw in super chats, we break for them, just like this one from the Blocknick. Number one, $2 Canadian or $1.49 in American. What am I even watching? Sir, you're watching the Griftcast, where we sit here, talk about the news, and grift money off of you. So please send more super chats. Thank you very much. And you know what? We break for super chats, so I'm going to sit here and replay it anyway, because I want people to know that whatever you're doing is premium, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Blocknick. And that brings us up to a total of 8 super chats for the day. We just love
for the last hour. Hell yeah.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
This is great. I mean,
it's got to be better than driving for Uber Eats or whatever, right?
DoorDash, but I still have to go do a job, like a contract job for a casino here in a little bit. So I might have to cut out. Well, you guys could stay grifting, but I have to cut out.
No, that's all right. What do you think about grifting on? It's not the same. Grifting on Twitter isn't the same. But what do you think about a Twitter Spaces about this? It seems like it's a trending topic, huh?
I think it would be a good idea for you to do. Actually, I would recommend that you start a Twitter Space. Try it out, but make sure you put his name in there, put Tim Pool's name in there, and just be like, talking about the quartering Tim Pool drama. And I would make sure that you tell people to share it and then grift your ass off on that motherfucker. Like, why not? And then make sure if you're restreaming it, try to get that set up too, because it's pretty easy, just mute your mic, be on your phone talking on the space, and then just have the window capture on a Twitter.
Yeah, I did that once, but people don't love it. When I did do that before, but people didn't love it. They didn't tune in for it in large numbers. So,
well, I mean, it's all about getting watch hours right now.
That's right. It is all about it. I have to remember, it's about the numbers.
Yep,
it's about the watch numbers right now. They seem to be pushing that. Like, the more watch hours you got, the higher they're pushing you up in the algorithm. So I would recommend it. Even if you think that they didn't like it that much, just do it anyway, because they're still going to show up.
Cacao, cocos, K-cups.
Even if it's not 150, if it's 70 consistent people watching.
Check out the reviews.
3 hours is awesome.
These are people that require pictures for my reviews. These are people that have bought my product and come and left reviews. And you can see,
dude, he's straight up drifting for like 6 minutes in this video.
Reviews.
Oh, it's totally.
8 minutes.
I bought high quality.
This is the main part of the video that he was trying to put together. So
now he's back.
It's like,
okay, he's back.
He's trying to distance himself from coffee. I don't think that's the case. I've been nothing but supportive. I don't think that we're serving the same customer. He wants to do bulk order garbage brown water. I sell roasted fresh on demand, artisanal stuff.
Unlike Tim Pool, who's got garbage water.
But again,
garbage water,
I
mud,
also do tea and
garbage,
cocoa,
trash.
so I don't care.
I'm
about
glad
this
that he
coffee
didn't do
company.
like
I wish him all
cordyceps
the best. I
coffee.
hope he makes millions of dollars doing it.
If I did Tim Pool's coffee, I would probably do pool water.
Pool water, that would be cool because that's probably what it would end up looking like.
That'd be funny. Because I mean, Beanie Bean is funny too, but pool water is better.
Pool water is definitely better. That makes more sense. You should just do like a line of branded water called pool water.
Pool water, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Starting to cover more. He's trying to infringe on my space, and he wants to.
Holy shit! Stop the tape! Fucking another super chat from the Joker.
Super chat. There we go.
He says, whenever you run a live stream segment like Eliza losing member counters or small window cycle through Griftcast podcast, can it be done? Grifter's got a grift, and yeah, we could probably do that. I just need to set up another computer to get that actually running with OBS on it. The only thing is that the problem is you have to get somebody to moderate the chat, because if not, there could be problems from that. There could be major problems.
We can't be doing a Griftcast if the Griftcast channel gets taken down through a strike.
Exactly. So we got to be
the grift
pretty good.
Is the goal here, not like getting all edgy and shit and talking about topics that get the channel banned.
Exactly. We want to sit
Part
here
of the grift, and this is something you got to learn from Jeremy. You learn from Tim. You certainly learn from the Daily Wire. Is if you want to grift into the millions of dollars, you got to be on YouTube.
Dude, look at that. We got 2 new subscribers, the Block Nick and Fernando Godo. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, can't wait to see that repeat donation next month.
Yeah, seriously.
You got
they're just subscribers. You got to become a member, and we did do the Joker. Yeah, we did. That's the one that we were putting up just a second ago. We'll replay it one more time just so people can see what's up. This is how you grift.
So much stuff coming in. It's like hard to even say.
We got an order at Truth Clothing too. We got an order from Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Taking advantage of Griftcast discount, 20% off at truthclothing.io.
How long is that discount going to last?
Until Monday. Until Monday.
Monday. All right, guys, don't wait. We'll probably pop this back up again before Monday. Make sure people get a chance to get that 20% discount. But dude, don't wait.
We're gonna be grifting that hard
shirts right now.
Dude, you're going to be hearing me talk about Truth Clothing every 15 minutes probably.
Hell yeah.
Get ready,
bitches. Don't care about that either. The more coverage of pop culture news and all this kind of stuff, the absolute better. A lot of people speculated maybe he was losing a bunch of followers over it. He's not. He's crushing it.
No,
he's
crushing it.
Followers.
No, like he's crushing it. He's going to continue crushing it.
I don't remember... Now, the privatized account thing and the Daily Beast article thing coincided, but he's certainly been unfollowing a lot of people. I'm not exactly sure.
Look at that comment. Fuck y'all. I'm bailing y'all. This is just a small echo chamber. Sorry, I tried. Well,
all right. Well, come back again and see if you're still right tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? And then next time you want to talk some shit, throw some super chat on it or whatever. She's
what the situation is.
But
certainly,
small echo chamber of stupidity.
I think for me, the most important thing.
I love the name. By the way, hold on. I'm still laughing here. Did you see the name of the guy that did this?
Fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all. I'm bailing y'all. Hey, I gotta say that's a good troll. That's a big thumbs up for that troll. You should have given us some money and made it a super chat. That would have been even funnier because it kind of coincides with the whole point we're trying to make. But good name, good troll.
Good troll. I like it. And yeah, welcome to the Griftcast. This is what we do the entire time. We watch other people's shit and we make money off of it, and we do it shamelessly.
Hey, fuck y'all. If you wanna really truly do this well, you gotta make it a super chat. And then do a screenshot. Dude, do a super chat.
Ammo, say my name. He got us, dude. He's like, say my name.
Well, he got you. I wasn't gonna show that for free. I was gonna try to make him pay. You just pop it right up like that. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He's gonna pay anyway. Watch. He's gonna pay anyway.
So we'll just
he's a high class.
Wait till he actually sends a super chat. We'll just pause everything for a little while.
In fact, I'll probably, we've only got a few more days before Valentine's Day.
Again, back into the grift.
Maybe I'll send Tim one of Coffee Brand Coffee's awesome Valentine's Day gift boxes. There's only a few of these left, so if you want to get one for your Valentine, you can get the hot cocoa, dark chocolate covered espresso beans, 2 packs of that, because fellas, I know I'm not going to let her eat all your choco beans. And then our Colombian coffee, roasted fresh, either in whole bean or ground. So yeah, I've got that for you too. So it's the first thing you see when you come here. So, I just want to sell coffee. I want to, I want to say my piece, but perhaps I've been too rough on Tim.
That's what all of us thought
Just
when we
sell
got into
coffee.
YouTube. We were like, "Oh, I got into YouTube because I just want to sell
sell
coffee.
coffee.
That's what I want to do."
And where people
Hell
who
yeah.
watch me think that I'm like enraged about Tim not covering it. This is not the first time Tim has gone weeks without covering a topic that his viewers want him to cover. Okay. Tim picks his topics. It's his own show. It's his own platform. 100% respect
That's
that.
what you call a
And being
gatekeeper,
bugged-
Jeremy.
Being bugged by like
Yeah,
the
a
Twitter thing is weird to
gatekeeper.
me. It's not like I was quote tweeting him constantly and be like, talk
With
about
another
this, talk about
gatekeeper,
Yeah,
that.
you gotta work quote tweeting them.
In fact, the last tweet interaction
exactly
we had,
that's what he did.
made him a big compliment and that he reciprocated. So I don't know if there's something that I've done that he's really upset about, but certainly he could have messaged me before blocking me. If he's sick, he didn't even
Could
follow
have.
me on Twitter anyway.
Would
So I
you have
hardly
been
ever
Tim
interacted
Pool?
with him on Twitter. He didn't even follow me. So he went and found my account and blocked it. Then he blocked me on Facebook Messenger. So this is not a weird glitch. This is not accidental. He's pissed about something and blocked me. Perhaps he was getting too much heat.
Jeremy.
People that
Tim
he
has
thought
people
were
to do his
exclusively
blocking.
my
He doesn't
viewers.
have to do it himself.
From what I see in his chat, these are people who watch us both. So Timmy, I don't want to start any kind of battle. I just want to sell coffee beans and cover stuff on YouTube.
Coffee
And
beans.
I'm sure you're the same. So, I don't have any beef with Tim. I don't want you to be like, look, you guys are
When
going to
you
do what
order
you
your
want
Coffee Brand coffee, make sure you use the code
because
Griftcast.
they're upset about this. People are unsubscribing. They say because they're upset about this. If that's really happening, then those are your viewers, bro. Like, I'm not telling anyone to cancel their Timcast subscription.
Okay, pause it for a sec.
I'm not
Pause it
telling
for a
anyone.
sec. You know what he's doing right now, right here, guys, right? You don't have to close it. You just said pause it. But what Jeremy's doing right now is talking about nothing and repeating things just to make sure that the video length is sufficiently long enough to get one more ad in. That's literally what he's doing right now. This last whole 8-minute segment was after he was made his point. He was done. And all he's trying to do right now is just get one more ad in that video.
It's amazing. I used to watch Tim Pool do that. I was like, why does Tim Pool just repeat himself over and over
obvious.
again?
Yeah.
Every
and then
video.
people are like, oh, he doesn't know how to get his point across. No, he does know how to get his point across. That happened in the first 5 minutes.
Right.
The next 14 minutes are not about the point. They're about getting money for this.
I know, it's crazy. Well, and also the YouTube algorithm apparently likes videos that are 12 to 20 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah, it used to be 23 minutes. Then it dropped down. So which is good for creators, obviously, or creators, aka grifters, because it means that your videos could be shorter.
Dude, we got a super chat, bro. Super chat.
Hey, super chat. All right.
Sugar show. She's been on the show before, actually. $4.89 through super chat. Well, you can live stream directly to Twitter with Restream. My audience never noticed. Maybe yours would, and enjoy the convo. I'm not terribly popular. I'm not currently streaming to Twitter because I'm not supposed to be on Twitter. That's why I'm not.
That's right. You're not legally allowed to be on Twitter.
I'm not allowed to be on Twitter from the weak ass people that run Twitter. But you know what? I'm still gonna do it because
I found your old account, by the way.
Which account?
Defango.
The one that's suspended?
The one from 2008.
Yeah, it's suspended.
Yeah.
That was my original account.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I found it.
Yeah. I wish I still had it. I miss it. But you know what?
Yeah.
Thanks to the Shuggy Show for sending some money in and making this Griftcast exactly what it's supposed to be. A motherfucking grift. The grift to end all other grifts.
The grift goes
and
on.
obviously, keep paying us money because we like money. Thank you very much.
I mean, money is good.
Money's good.
Somebody said
Memberships
Tim is
are good.
down to 1.45 million. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't think he's lost any subs at all. Let's see.
Well, they're saying he did.
Oh, let's look. YouTube.
Yeah, check it out.
Or is it Tim Pool? No, yep, there is Timcast at Timcast.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
10K right there. 10K subscribers down.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely going to have an effect. Well,
that's weird.
My hope is the effect it has is to get rid of what's her face.
Cassandra. You don't like Cassandra. That's the enemy. That's the enemy at the gates. Well, she is the gatekeeper for the gatekeeper, basically. It's like she's the one that gatekeeps who gets to sit in front of the gatekeeper and speak.
Yeah.
So she is kind of the one, and she likes monkeys. And
I don't care if she likes monkeys. A lot of people like monkeys.
Monkeys are dope. I like monkeys.
And honestly, I don't even care about her gatekeeping job. It's like, obviously, she didn't like a friend getting attacked and was going to try and be on her friend's side. A lot of people do that. What I don't like is somebody with the title editor-in-chief inserting themselves into news stories. That is extremely unprofessional. And if she was in the real news organization, that's the kind of thing that gets you fired.
I kind of agree with that. Let's see. Has Tim lost any followers on Twitter? Yeah, he has actually a little bit.
Has he? Yep. Not much.
Not much, but there's a noticeable red there.
Well, he might have lost those noticeable red followers by blocking them. He could have just blocked. Those could literally be the people he blocked.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he blocked like a few people, it looks like.
But I mean, Jeremy's has a lot of valid points. I think one of which certainly is that Jeremy being blocked from Twitter is tortious interference, and he may have a legal case both against Twitter and against Eliza for creating the situation that ends up interfering with his ability to make money, and Twitter for not following their own contractually agreed to rules, and in effect acting as though it's just somebody with no rules in place, with not a contractual relationship. And anybody that you have a financial agreement with, financial relationship, and I don't care for how small an amount of money, that is a contract by legal definition. So, if Twitter has one set of rules that they post to you while they're following a different set of rules, which is a big part of why everybody was so gung-ho for Musk to buy Twitter in the first place, is because clearly they were not following the rules that were published. Jeremy, I think, has a pretty good case, or at least a case that would be worth pursuing, because he's big enough that his financial loss isn't going to be his $8 that he paid for Twitter Blue. His financial loss on the sale of coffee could be quantified by looking at his previous sales and his current sales.
Well, it looks like he's starting a war to drum up business or whatever.
Yeah,
so maybe we need to start some drama between me and you to get this Truth Clothing IO thing going to the next level.
Should we go for longer than 1 week after starting this before we have a war?
Yeah, let's go for a week at least, and then in a week from now, Nathan, me and you, we'll figure something out to have a war over, and then we'll
sure. Yeah, sure. I can think of.
We'll tell them first, so it'll be funnier.
Yeah. Like, actually, it'll be good. Hopefully, I can get like more popular. Like, especially if I do a popular Twitter Spaces or something, right? Then I'll give you some material to leak about me, right? That I'm whatever it is, controlled opposition. My dad works for the government, and like I'm secretly something else, right? And then we'll start something back and forth.
You're in cahoots with Twitter.
And then I'll talk about how you were a gang stalker, and then and it'll be this whole thing.
Wait,
yeah, we can do
that. What?
A gang stalker?
Yeah, well, that's what people say. That's what people say, right? That he was a gang stalker.
gang stalker,
Oh,
gang
stalker.
space
I thought
stalker.
I was like soccer, sock puppet. What are you talking about?
They do use sock puppets.
So you're stalking gangs. Is that what you're doing?
No, you are working with a gang to stalk people.
Oh.
It's something that
I've never heard
paranoid
that.
schizophrenics say is happening to them, but is also a thing that happens in real life. So it means that a group of people are stalking you all at the same time and trying to make you feel crazy. And we know someone, and Defango and I know someone who's a professional at that. Sometimes they'll do it until you kill yourself.
So that's the idea, at least, that they seem to have. But yeah, that's what they were trying to do to me. They were going after Nathan, and then they came after me. And then after I exposed them and ditched them, they've basically been after me ever since. So it's like something that we could play off of, because we know exactly what kind of tactics these people use. That's how we're capable of identifying it, because we literally went through it for years, right? Before we became Griftcast, and we were just a lowly scumbag on the internet making no money. Now we're different.
Look at us.
Now we're high
Tanya,
class.
Exactly.
Tanya got another shirt.
Makers.
Shout out to Tanya. Shout out
Nice.
to Tanya taking advantage of the Griftcast
get that
promo
discount.
code.
Yeah, our
Griftcast
Grift
promo code
stalkers
at truthclothing.io. Good till Monday. 20% off everything in stock.
Yeah,
First
definitely
time
get
ever.
over there, buy our shit. And it's the first time he's ever decided to pull
buy
up
all
to
the
those things. So
all the shit.
you definitely want to go buy some hoodies and some shirts and all that other good shit, because we like money. Nathan likes money, and honestly, we're just grifting out here, cuz. Plus, we want you to
we
look
like
good.
money too. I mean, everybody likes a little money.
Yeah, who doesn't
show our
like a little
beanies
money
up there.
sometimes?
I think people need to start getting our beanies going.
Don't you think it's
wanna see
funny
the
though?
beanies too?
Do you think it's funny when the quartering says, like, I do this because I want to sell coffee? Like, that's what he said, right? He just said, I do this because I want to sell coffee. I was like,
Well, he does.
What does every YouTuber think when they get started? They're like, oh, why do I do this? But I guess some people think, oh, I do it to get super chats, or I do it to sell shit.
Well, yeah,
on
it's
the
a
internet.
business. Sure.
Yeah, no, you
know.
keep into this thinking that you're just not going to make any money or whatever. You're just lying to yourself if you think you're.
I mean, it's real. If you don't think you're going to make any money, you're not going to make any money. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
I know.
And if you don't ask for it, you ain't going to get it, dog. You ain't going to get it. That's the that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Proof is in the pudding, and we have proved that if you ask for it, it shall come. If you ask for it, it shall come.
You are proving it. I'm looking for the copycat channels coming along the route that are just.
It's going to happen. But we got all the good domains already, so too bad.
Someone's going to come up with a new model. There'll be like 11 minutes of grift for every 15 minutes, or then they'll start doing 12 minutes of grift.
No, you're exactly right. That'll be the differentiating factors. They'll be like, "Hey, more grift than Griftcast."
Yeah, like we're more grift than Griftcast. We're even griftier than Griftcast. But we're going to be having
say that we're the OG Griftcast. Yeah,
we're always going to be the OG Griftcast. Nobody's ever going to be able to take it away from us.
Hey, we got another Swiss franc donation coming in.
Oh, Swiss franc.
We love them Swiss francs.
These are the bankers. He said the bankers love us. The bankers know what's happening.
They give us the monies. Dude, $5.39 actually. It's $5.39 US. Can you believe that shit?
That's
dude?
right.
And he just
Swiss
says,
francs
good
are
evening,
worth more than US dollars, man.
Yeah, dude, that's good. I'll take them, man. Conversions.
Well, we got we got fans in all kinds of places. We have fans all over the place. Not just which
is fantastic.
Not just the ones that you see in this channel. Some people, they like to be incognito when they're watching.
Yeah, they just like to slowly bless us up with money under alt accounts because they don't want people to know who it is. Yeah.
No, but we have our ways of finding out who they are, and sometimes we even record them.
Yeah, sometimes we get them. Like we have our sources or whatever. Twitter intelligence agencies. Like this one's from Joe Biden, dude. He watches the show.
Biden, and can I just say, those boys from Griftcast IRL, I watch them every night, and they just make me laugh. No joke.
Appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you, Joe.
I mean,
we need to fix this fucking economy, bro. Gas is too expensive.
I don't give a shit about that as long as he fixes sending us some more money. But it's some people just they're not necessarily going to pop into the chat themselves, but they still enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah,
JB,
even
what
this
was
one.
that show that John was telling us about? Griftcast IRL. Pull that up.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Joe Rogan. He's talking about the Griftcast
Yeah.
IRL.
Wow.
Well, but, you know,
Wow.
he's a buddy. He lives here in Austin. But, you know, I mean, it's not just our friends listening to this show.
It's our
Wow.
enemies.
I was,
Alleged
I
enemies.
was watching this channel Griftcast IRL while I was flying back to Austin. I have no idea what those guys are doing.
Wow.
Maybe
Wow.
hear
That's
that again.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
I was watching
amazing.
this channel Griftcast IRL while I was flying back to Austin.
Elon
I
Musk.
have no idea what those guys are doing.
Mhm.
Wow.
I thought at
Yeah, we
first
don't
I was
either.
like,
I mean,
"Hey,
honestly,
Miles
I
Stronger,
gotta
Elon
agree with
Musk."
him.
No
Yeah.
fucking clue. It's like, what are we
They
doing?
sound
Like,
exactly
what's
the
the
same.
magic? Everybody's trying to figure out, like, all the analysts are at home right now. They're looking at this and
Yeah.
they're like, wait, what's their secret? Hold on a second. How do we mimic their success?
I
Look
think
at all these
everyone's
super
been
chats
trying
coming in.
to like do grift without calling it grift, and we're the first ones to actually do grift and call it grift. And people are just, it's like poof, their heads are blown away.
Yeah. They're like, oh my
They've never
God.
seen this before.
How is this working?
Like the
How is
Virgin
this
Grift over
possibly working?
We always
Sundays,
thought people
we're gonna have a
hated
show
the
called that.
grift. We thought the ad was the bad part of the show that people wanted to fast
No.
forward through. But no.
Absolutely.
These Griftcast geniuses, they flip the whole model on its head, rewrite everything, get the new AI, tell the
Yeah,
AI
we don't even
that
need AI.
didn't
This
know
is
what he was
us.
talking about.
Griftcast IRL is the new standard.
Mm-hmm. We are the new standard in grifting on the internet. And, you know, honestly, I want to be here and go through this for hours and just keep accepting your money. But I do actually have a prior engagement. So I have to wrap this thing up. I know everybody wants us to sit here and talk about stuff, but we will be back this evening. We will be back this evening with the LARP Line show. If you've watched our stuff before, it's a show where basically we invite many people to come on and basically give us their stories or their LARP, and we decide if they're being for real or not. So it's actually kind of funny when people actually try to convince us or confuse us. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we'll be on tonight with the news and things. So make sure you guys tune into that. Nathan, are you going to be doing anything coming up?
Follow me on Twitter. If I do anything, I'm putting out a feel right now to see if people want to talk about it on Twitter Spaces. That's where I feel like we can maybe get people to join in the conversation and so forth. So Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, I'm going to be dropping out shortly here as well. I only popped in for like 10 minutes just to say hi. I'm still wearing my bathrobe. Haven't even put on the tracksuit yet. But, you know, the 10 minutes extended to an hour, I guess. If you want to check out my podcast, it's one of a whole ton of podcasts I do. But this one is Sir Gene Speaks. We're almost at 100 episodes, so I've been going for quite a while. And the latest episode, I happened to interview Defango. Look at that. So I think you guys will enjoy the episode if you start with that one for the first time. Now, it is a tricky domain. Again, something I fucked up when I first did it, and I'm too lazy to fix it. So deal with it. It is podcast.sirgene.com. Now, I know you're wondering, why did you put the podcast? Why didn't you just make it sirgene.com? I don't know, man. That's just the way I did it. And I'm just too damn lazy to get it fixed. So it's podcast.sirgene.com. Or you could just search for Sir Gene Speaks on any podcast platform, obviously, as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. Thanks so much.
Yeah, and for me, I'm at Lift the Veil on YouTube, Lift the Veil, and then I'm Nathan Stoltman on Twitter at Lift the Veil 411. So for people who want
We
to
dropped
find me.
the links for his YouTube channel and the Twitter in the chat, so make sure you guys follow him up. Obviously, we dropped the links for the podcast for Sir Gene as well, but pretty much we're about to be running down the Griftcast. Sorry for dipping out on you. I should have woken up earlier than that, but you know what? It's just kind of how the grift goes, my friends. It's how the grift goes. I hate to grift and run, but I am going to grift and run, and I'm going to be shameless about it because that's what it's all about nowadays. That's right.
Thanks,
So
Defango.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks,
Nice
everybody.
seeing you, Gene. Good being on with you.
Thanks, Gene, for coming on. And you guys, I guess we'll see y'all in the future. Thank you very much. And now, as we always do at the very end of the Griftcast, we got to highlight again all of those fancy people that decided to come through and give us money because we love money. That's right. We love money. We do love money. So thank you to Wiley Sal for that super chat that came on through. We appreciate you. We also appreciate the Sugar Show for dropping some love and some dollars onto the Griftcast, making the Griftcast exactly what it's supposed to be, a major grift. And then we also had our friend, the Joker, coming on in and even dropping some money on us, which is wonderful. That is wonderful as well. I mean, these things take a while to get put up, so we got to make sure that we're running through them all in the right way. Thank you to the Joker for that super chat. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We even had that dude, the Blocknet, that was just like, what the am I even watching, bro? What is even happening right now? You're watching 100% pure, unadulterated grift in the finest fashion that you could ever see. That's right. And then, what the Sugar Show actually sent 2 super chats. I almost forgot about that. Can't even believe it. And then I'm fucking up over here because I'm not even showing the ones that came up or whatever. And then we got some massive super chats coming in today from the Theta Naya. She dropped up a bunch of money all over us, dude. Can't even believe that shit. Asking Nathan questions and shit for $50. That's exactly what we like to see. And, we had something coming in for Summer K, who was doing some pretty big good shit. We had Nathan Pastrosi giving us $100 just to get that grift going. And I mean, honestly, it's just when you start seeing all this money rolling in, you start to realize that maybe you should have been doing this shit since the very beginning. Yeah, since the very beginning, my friends. The very beginning, my friends. So honestly, it's been a pretty amazing day of super chats for us. We're pretty happy. We hope we keep that energy going into the evening. So after I get done with working and stuff, we're going to make sure that you guys have all of the best content. And you can see the super chats were just a flow tonight. I mean, money was coming in left and right. Having Nathan from Lift the Veil and Gene pop in today definitely up the super chat quotient to a very, very high degree. I really, truly appreciate that shit. So I guess we'll just have to see how this shit's going to be rolling forward. Griff Daddy Fangos feel really good with all the love that he got blessed up in the chat. And I guess at the end of the day, we just got to say thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jesus is Lord. And I mean, honestly, it's just pretty great to feel that love coming on down. Yep, that's that love coming on down. That super chat love. So we are now getting ready to end the Griftcast. If you got anything else to say or anything else to do, Grift Daddy Defango is here for you. If not, make sure you go to griftcast.com to check out our link tree, or you could just click the link that CV posted into the chat to hit all of our merch, Truth Clothing IO, everything out there. Make sure you remember Truth Clothing IO up until Monday, 20% off of any of the merch that's out there. And for the rest of it, Jesus is Lord. And thank you very much for coming on through for us. This has been another excellent episode of the Griftcast, but now it's time to go. Bye-bye. I'm probably going to be late, but that's okay. At this point, I don't even care. I don't